Hello everyone and welcome back to part 5 of this MLfLow series. This video will be an extension of the previous one, in which we explored in a very practical way some concepts of the MLfLow model registry, except that this time we will do everything locally on your machine. So if you haven't done it already, I advise you to clone or download my GitHub repository. I will leave the link in the description of this video. And essentially, for this session, you will need this folder, part 4. Inside you will have a brief description of what we will be doing, how to set up your environment, and some guidelines. And so let's start by opening this project in PyCharm. You are free to use other IDE or even some text editor. In my case, I prefer to use PyCharm since it's actually very great. Okay, so let's follow the README file from here. Basically, in order to set up your environment, because for you to run these files, you need to have MLfLow and some other dependencies. I have prepared this text file. And basically, once you have your conda activated, you just need to run this piece of code, and you are good to go. So let's actually open the terminal inside the folder that I want. So it's here. Okay, opening terminal. Perfect. Okay, so let's activate our con environment. Activate. I have already created one. Alright, now let's install the dependencies that are in that file. Okay, it's not running. Pip install, reg test, no such file. Of course, I'm in the wrong directory, so it should work now. Okay, so while it's running, it will be fast because I already have all of the dependencies. But in your case, it should take a little bit longer. So let me just show you. So here you can find the dependencies that will be installed in your con environment. Okay, so let's start with by actually following these guidelines now. So in a nutshell, what we will be doing here will be to in a first instance, we will train and track the model. Our model will be the framework that we will be using will be XGBoost, and then we will simply deploy it into production and make some predictions, and also compare some things and see some and check some parameters and so on in the MLfLow user interface that will run locally. Okay, so first things first. Let's begin by seeing what's inside this Python file that it's here. And basically, if you have been watching my previous videos of this series, the code that it's here is basically the same that it's in the previous video, except that now I have added this piece of code that basically uses SQLite as a local store for tracking and registry of our model. Then we have here the code to get the validation data, the training and validation data. Here we define some set of parameters over which we will iterate here and also train the model here with MLfLow. So let's start by running this file. Okay, now I need to go to this directory. Let me clear and paste. Okay. Okay, this will take some time. Okay, but after this step, we will basically launch the MLfLow UI with a SQLite backend star, and then just open it and explore where we have just done our model and so on. We will then register this model in production with his name here, fashion name this model. And then we will simply deploy and make some predictions. Essentially, we are following the core concepts of the previous video instead, but except that this time we are running remotely. Okay, so it finally completed running. So what we need to do now is simply okay, let me do this like this. Perfect. Okay, so basically let's just run this piece of code here to launch MLfLow user interface. Hopefully it will work perfect. Yeah, now I just need to open this link. Okay. Right, here are the two runs that we have just made. So basically, let me just see which one is a better one. Okay, I think that it's this one. Train. Actually, no. This one is better, I guess. Just by watching the evaluation mean square error. Okay. So let's now register this model and stage it into production. Create new model, then fashion NIST model. I think this was the name. Let me confirm first. Yeah, I think it's right. Okay. Okay, here I'm saying to basically pick up the best model and stage it into production, and the second best model to deploy it into staging. Actually, for the sake of not wasting too much time, let's just deploy this model, the best one, into production, and we are good to go. Okay, so let's move on. Now that we have let me first stage this model into production. Okay, I think we are good to go here. Perfect. Okay, I didn't want to actually close this, but okay. Now let's simply deploy our model. And essentially what we will do is to create a REST endpoint to a server launched by MLfLow. So let me end this and clear. Yeah, this file is here, so we are in the correct directory. Perfect. So let's deploy our model. Okay, but before that, let me just show you what is this shell file all about. Basically, we are picking up the production model and use it to be ready to be used as a service. Okay, so let's run this over here. Okay, what am I missing here? Okay, yeah. I will need to correct this readme file to add this part here. Okay, I will do it later. Okay, so we have just deployed, and now we can make a prediction. Basically, we will send a post request with the data in JSON format. Let me just open this file for you to check it. Basically, we will use the first image of our validation dataset. We will parse it into JSON, and we construct our post request here. And basically here it's here that we are actually making the request and printing the response. So let's do it. Python make prediction by. Okay, it's running. Max retries exceeded. Fail to establish connection. A new connection to connection refused. Okay, so what's happening here? This should be working just fine. Let me actually try again. I don't understand why it's failing. Okay, the request URI seems to be correct. It's strange because I've tried this to run this some time ago and it was working perfectly, so let me investigate. Okay. Okay, there is definitely something here that's not okay. And I wonder what it is. The text is not a multiple of 4, too many blank lines. Reformat file. Okay, let's save this and try again. Okay, still the same error. Maximum retries exceeded with URL invocation caused by new connection error. Okay, let's no conda. It should be working okay. Okay. Okay, I think I found the error, because when we were trying to run this shell file, we got an error and I didn't even notice. So we have an exception here: registered model with name MNIST model not found. Okay, so yeah, we need to change here this, I forgot. Okay, so fashion, if we save this, we should be good to go. Let me clear out all this stuff. Deploy. Okay, where is the name here? It's here. Okay, so let's try again. Should work now. Why isn't it running? So let's try to open the MLfLow user interface again. This is our model. Okay, let's register the model again. Now let me copy this name. Okay, I can't copy, but I can compare it. So should be working okay. Model name. Right, this should be working all right. Okay, we have two models in production. This one is a version 2. Okay, let's try again then. So basically, let's kill the MLfLow user interface. Now let's try to deploy again. Why it's not working, I wonder. Okay, this folder MLruns was created when we were training the model with MLfLow. It automatically creates this folder if you don't specify the path where you want this folder to be created or tracked. But why this isn't running, I wonder. Okay. Strange, very strange indeed. we are in the correct directory. Okay, actually, let's try to deploy the model but with some other name, like model 1. So it can be very simple this time. Okay, let me save this and let me open the UI again. Okay. Okay, I want to create a new model registry. So let me do like this. Let me try this one to register this one, the second best model. Yeah, I see what I did here. Okay, so we have two models in production and both of them with the same name. Yes, they have the same name. Okay, you know what? Let's try again. Okay. Oh, it wasn't this one. So Python run. Okay. All right. So let's open again MLfLow user interface. Okay, let's open the link. And let's transition this model to production. Let's give the name creating model test. Let's open and transition to production. Okay. Seems to be perfect. So now let's kill the user interface and let's deploy model shell. But first let me change here the name to model test. Model test should be okay. Let's try. Okay, seems to be working, I guess. Perfect. So let's make our prediction finally. Let me just open this file to check if everything is okay now. I guess so. Let's open a new tab it's in the same directory. Perfect. Now let's paste and run. Okay, of course I need to activate conda again. Okay, perfect. So basically our model predicted that this image has the label number 9, and if you go to my previous video in the readme file, you probably have there a brief explanation of this classification problem and about this dataset in specific that we are using. And there you can see that the label 9 corresponds to, if I'm not wrong, to a category of bags, a bag. So this model predicted that this image is a bag, but overall there is not a point. The point here was to show you that you can register models and stage them into production or staging and deploy them, those models and so on, in your machine locally. So that's it. We had some problems along the way, but that's where you really learn. And yeah, I think that it was good for to really understand better what was going on, especially for me, because I made this like 2 weeks ago, and some things I didn't remember already. So yeah, it was good, a good exercise to remember what I just did last week. Okay, so that's it. I really hope you enjoy this video, and I will probably make one more part where I will be exclusively talking about the MLfLow user interface. So yeah, if I end up making that video, I hope to see you there. Thank you.